Today I'm going to show you how you could get better with your wedges and irons around the greens and to get them consistently closer to the hole for single putts. I'm also going to show you how I tuned in my lob wedge to my 7 irons, and now I've got my air versus roll time stats, and now I'm using this information to get those balls closer and consistently every time to the hole. From this exercise I learned which clubs gives me my 50-50, my 1/3 versus 2/3, as well as my 1/4 versus 3/4 air roll time. During a gaming environment, I will always first do the 1/4, 3/4 shot, as it's an easier mark to hit. If I can't, then I will look at the 1/3, 2/3 shots. If I can't play that shot, then I will consider the 50-50. This gapping is different for every person because of the speed of the greens, the different irons and lofts you have in your clubs, and also because there are many different ways of swinging your clubs and making contact with the ball. Other things that might affect your distances is the area where you set up, if it's flat, uphill or downhill, and I suggest doing this on a flat area. I use the Cobra F8 1-length clubs and a single plain goal swing, so my distances will vary from other clubs. Just because my technique works for me does not mean that it'll also work for you, but I'm sure it'll be an eye-opener for you, showing you new possibilities. What I'm showing you is a guideline for you to use and to discover your own distances, and to use this information to become a better golfer. Knowing your own distances will give you a lot of self-confidence and to get that ball closer in fewer shots. I've measured out 3 yards or 3 steps in front of me, and I've placed 2 alignment sticks with a gap in between. I'm trying to get all of my balls to land between these 2 alignment sticks, which is what I call my landing spot. After I hit a few shots in this area with the same tempo, the ball will then roll the rest of the way. Once I've got a good grouping of these balls, I will then put my iron that I've just hit with in line with the average distances of the grouping of these balls. I will then use another club and do the same for all of my clubs. The clubs that I'm using is my lob wedge, my sand wedge, gap wedge, pitching wedge, 9 iron, 8 iron and my 7 iron. After I finished with all of my clubs, I then measured out all the distances in yards or steps to each club. If you have noticed, while I was doing the exercise, all of my clubs that I've placed on the floor are literally 1 club length or 1 yard or 1 step gapping in between each club. After doing my measurements and my yardages based on the 3 yards landing spot, I've identified my lob wedge as my 50-50, my pitching wedge as my 1/3, 2/3, and my 7 iron as my 25-75 club, which I use as my preferred irons and distances. I'm now going to show you how I use this information in a game situation or a training situation. I've put down cones at 8, 11, 14 and 17 yards. I use my golf cover as my marker or landing spot, and in the first example I used my lob wedge to get the ball onto 4 meters, which is 50% air, and then it rolls out to 8. This is my 50-50 shot. The next shot is my 1/3 shot. I measured out 8 yards as full distance, and my 1/3 distance where I put my club cover is between 2 and 3 yards. I then do my shots with my pitching wedge, which is my 1/3 club, and it pitches on the mark and it rolls out 2/3, as you can see, to 8 yards. I then take the cover and drop it at 4 yards where I want to pitch the ball. I then get the ball on that spot and it rolls out in total to 11 yards. The third club I use is my 7 iron, and this club is my 25-75 club. I hit this club 25% in the air, and I know it'll always roll out to about 75% of the way. The first shot with this club and the landing spot that we've marked is 2 yards away, and it then rolled out to the 8-yard cone. I then marked it to the 4.5 yards area with my club cover, and I've got my shot on that marker. This ball rolled out to the 4th cone, which was 70 yards. The more you practice these shots, the more consistent you will get and the better the results you will have. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this video, as well as a comment telling us what you've learned, and let me know if there's anything else you would like us to show you. And thanks for watching our channel. Cheers.